Welcome students. Today we are going to start chapter 4. The topic is elements of a sentence. In this chapter we'll learn about subject and predicate. Before going to the chapter, I want to recall you your previous chapter, that was the sentences, and we learned that sentence is a group of words that provide a complete sense or a complete thought or an idea. So this proper sentence is divided into two parts, that is the subject and predicate. So in a sentence, how will know what is the subject and what is the predicate? So here, in a sentence, it is divided into two parts, that is the subject and predicate. Subject is always that part which we are talking about, and we will get the subject by giving the answer of who or what. Who or what the subject is. And the predicate always contain the verb part. It contains the verb part, and it also gives the information about what the subject is doing. About the subject. So the definition of the subject of a sentence may be word or a group of words that tell us who or what does something. The subject can be either we are talking about a person or a thing, that will be our subject. In a sentence, what we talk about is the subject, the part of a sentence which says something about the subject, means what our subject is doing, and the information about the subject is given in the part predicate. It is given in the part predicate. It must speak about the subject or an action of the subject, means the predicate will contain the verb. That action of the subject means it will contain the verb and what is done by the subject. Suppose we take the example here. Our first example, the boy walked home. So in this sentence, we'll take the verb. We'll find out the verb. The verb here is walked. The verb here is walked. So, if you get the answer, who walked? Who walked? In this sentence, who walked? The answer will be the boy walked. So this will be the subject and this portion will be the walked home. It will be the predicate which will contain the verb and the information, that is the walked home. In the second example, we will see the dog was barking loudly. The dog was barking loudly. So to find out the subject, we will have to give the answer who was barking, because over here the verb is what? The verb is was barking. And to make a questions, we have to before verb we have to take who or what. So we'll make the questions, who was barking loudly? The answer will be the dog, So this will be the subject, and the part which contains verb, that will be the predicate. So the key points to find out the subject and predicate in the sentence. How to find out the subject and the predicate in a sentence. First of all, we have to identify the verb in the sentence. Okay, so first of all, in a sentence we should identify the verb. Second, ask a question who or what before the verb, means we will take the verb and will question who or what. If we'll get the answer of the questions, will give the subject. From the answer of the question who or what, will come to know about the subject. So these three key points, through these three points will come to know about the subject, that what is the subject of the sentence. And the remaining part as well as verb this will be the predicate, and the remaining part will be the predicate. Now here some more examples are here. Example: honesty is the best policy. Honesty is the best policy. So here verb is the is. So the question, what is the best policy? We can make here the question, what is the best policy? So the answer will be the honesty. So this part will be the subject, and the remaining part from is to best policy will be the predicate. Second, I asked her to call me. I asked her to call me. So we'll first of all we have to find out the verb. Verb is here asked. So who asked her to call me? The answer will be I. So this I will be the subject, and the remaining portion from asked to call me will be the predicate. Now the third example: on the top of the tree lives a sparrow. So one thing I want to make you clear that there is no rule that the subject will always come to the front of the sentence only. Sometimes the subject will be in the middle, or it will be at the last of the sentence. Suppose in this example, on the top of the tree lives a sparrow. So here the verb is who lives. So we can make a question, who lives? So the answer will be a sparrow. Here the answer will be who lives, answer will be the sparrow lives. So this will be the subject, and this part, the verb, and the remaining part will be the predicate. That's on the top of the tree leaf, it will be predicate. Identify the subject in the imperative sentence. So here the example of the imperative sentence: sit down, open the door, obey your parents. So in this sentence we are seeing that there is no subject. There is no subject because this is imperative sentence. We have to understand that you is the subject. So in the imperative sentence mostly the subject is you. Second, identify the subject in the exclamatory sentence. Okay, how to identify the subject in the exclamatory sentence? Yes, some example are given. How foolish you are. So here it is given how foolish you are. So the question, who is foolish? The answer will be you. Who is foolish? The answer will be you. So that will be our subject. Second, what a beautiful picture it is. What a beautiful picture it is. So here in this sentence we are talking about a picture, and the picture is beautiful. So this will be our subject, beautiful picture. How nice the kids are. How nice the kids are. So in this sentence you can ask a question, who are nice? Who are nice? Then here the answer will be the kids are nice. So that will be our subject. So we can conclude that subject of a sentence is what or whom the sentence is about, and predicate is that part of sentence that tell us what the subject is doing or what the subject is. Sometimes there's a simple subject and a complete subject. So I will find out the simple subject and a complete subject. The Eiffel Tower in Paris, France is a popular tourist attraction. So here we are talking about what is a popular in tourist attraction. The answer will be Eiffel. The answer will be Eiffel Tower. So this is a simple subject. But here, as to make a complete subject, we have to follow a group of words here. It take a group of words here. The Eiffel Tower in France and Paris. So this will be our the complete subject. The Eiffel Tower in Paris and France. This is a complete subject. So hope you have understood the subject and the predicate. So subject and predicates, mostly we have to identify it in a sentence that what is the subject and predicates. It's normal that subject is that part of the sentence what we are talking about, and we can how we can identify that that is the subject. So there's some rule that first of all we have to find out that answer who or what the subject is about, and what it is talking about. And the predicate is that part which contains a verb and the full details of what the subject is doing. Hope you have understood. So have a nice day.